What's up, world? This your boy Tommy Mal. I just want to do a quick video on American women, right? Because the older I get, and one thing I'm starting to see with consistency about the women in America, right? There's a reason why majority of them don't get married. There's a reason why the ones who are married are typically unhappy. There's a reason why majority of the men who marry them cheat on them. You cannot raise a society in which equality is possible without causing chaos in that when two people are not equal and you make it so that they are equal, you cause problems because they have hormones that make them different. They have physical and scientific factors that make them different. And I'll try to explain more in depth what I mean when I say you just can't do that, right? Women have vaginas, right? Men have penis. Women have estrogen. Men have testosterone, right? We have a need to have sex, right? Women don't have that same need because they don't have the same genes, hormones pumping in their body. We have the testosterone in us gives us sexual drive, which causes us to want to have sex all the time or a lot. You can't be in a situation with one woman who was not built, because let's be real, I'm a Christian, and even in the Bible it doesn't say anything about that a man should only have one wife, even in the Bible. But our society has made it so that the men can only have one wife, right? So now you have taken a job that used to be a sexual job that used to be meant for 3 or 4 women, and you have broken it down to one woman, right? Not only have you broken it down to one woman, but you've broken it down to one woman, and you have given her the right to decide when or whether or not she wants to have sex. Do you realize the power dynamic that you have caused? Right? Now, men are in situations where they have no power, right? So in order to get along, they have to capitulate, and they have to kiss women's ass with the hopes that maybe if they're nice enough, that women will allow them to have sex with them. That's not fucking equality, okay? That's not equality. That's one person having power over another person, but it's okay because the person with the higher power is a woman. Now, when a man used to go whoop your ass if you did something, then you had an argument and saying, okay, we need to change this argument. But now, because men don't have eyes out to hear, but they are walking around with sexual frustration, causing them to be addicted to pornography, all types of stupid shit. You want to know why the sexual fetishes in America keep getting worse and worse? Because a lot of men are going to fucking porn to appease that sexual desire that's not being appeased by the woman that they're dating, right? So since they're not being appeased by the woman that they're dating, they're stuck in situations where they're absolutely forced to deal with a stupid woman who chooses to use something that was supposed to be given to the man on the day that she married him against him. Yet if he goes outside of the marriage and cheats on her, he's a scumbag and a loser. No, don't sit up here and tell me, oh, it's my body, I can do what I want. Well, motherfucker, this is my body, I can do what I want with it. If you gonna sit there and use the whole argument, this is my body, I don't have to do anything that you say, then I can use the argument, this is my body, how you gonna tell me who I can sleep with? Because you have the right of first refusal. If you're gonna play that game, that's what a marriage should get you. You have a right of first refusal. But if you refuse to have sex with me, not once, there are men literally who have said they haven't had sex with their wife in months. Who the fuck is he supposed to get sexual gratification from? And women have no idea how obsessive the need and how these hormones cause a man to want to have sex. But they don't care. They're just like, well, I'm only one person. Well, motherfucker, you signed on for that duty. When you said it's okay, I can take on the duties of a wife. And when you popped up and said, I don't want to have another wife, I don't want to have a husband, I don't want to have someone that could use I don't want to have someone to share my husband with. I want it to just be me. Okay, well, when you do that, sweetheart, you are going into a freaking agreement that you can't help sustain. You can't live up to those circumstances because a man's sex drive is like 5 times that of a woman. So you need at least 5 women to satisfy one man. And you're stepping up saying, I want to take on that task. No, you're not. What you're saying is, I'm going to take on that task and I'm going to use something that is supposed to be given to him. I'm going to make him have to earn it. I'm going to make him do what I say, act how I want him to act, and if he doesn't, then he just doesn't get to have sex. And I know he needs to have sex. So that's why our country is going down the shitter, right? Because you have a whole bunch of men who are unsexually gratified and just doing whatever the hell their woman says so they can have sex. So you grow up with a whole bunch of spoiled ass women who walk around thinking they're freaking smart and they're good. You know, you're a fucking idiot. You're not smart. The only reason why somebody is even agreeing with your dumb ass is because they want to fuck you. And if they want, and if they didn't want to, if they didn't have the need to have sex with you, they probably think you're the dumbest fucking person on the planet. But in your mind, you think women have this constant validation because there's so many people who want to sleep with them, right? There's so many people want to sleep with them, and because so many people want to sleep with them, they grow up with this narcissistic, freaking egotistical mindset that they're somehow smarter than other people because their whole fucking life, especially pretty women. Pretty women are the dumbest motherfuckers, and I have a pretty wife, which was one of the reasons why I'm saying this. They are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. They think they're smart. They think that because they're in these situations where they're able, you know what I'm saying, to observe power. Just like when a man used to beat the shit out of his wife because he could, a woman now mentally beat the shit out of their husbands because they understand their husband have no power. I can't beat you. If you do something to me, there's nothing I can do in retaliation to you. There's plenty you can do in retaliation to me. So you have all the power. You win every argument because you never have to admit you're wrong, because in the end, what the hell is he going to do to me? Stop having sex with me? Oh, I don't want to have sex anyways. In rare cases, there are women who like to have sex as much as men or more. And majority of the time, when men choose to not have as much sex as women, is because they're just not attracted to the woman. Women just don't need to have sex. They don't have the sexual drive. They have to be emotionally involved to have sex. So if they're mad at you, they don't want to have sex with you anyways. So they grow up. They develop in their marriages, freaking squeezing the fucking life out of their husband every day, telling him what he can do, what he can't do, how they want to change him, what he does, arguing over dumb shit that ain't really that big of a deal, but to them it's the biggest deal in the world until something is so fucking big, until something new comes up, and then they forget all about the other dumb shit they were arguing about because they basically are just spoiled. They are basically just spoiled ass children. That's all they are. They're spoiled fucking children that walk around like they're fucking disasters to society. When you look on TV and when you turn on TV and you look at dumbass protests, who the main ones there starting shit and not actually fully making an argument? Fucking women. You don't see men doing that shit. Go look at Black Lives Matter. You gonna probably go see like a fucking 900 women and like 50 men, because men don't give a shit enough to be go up there protesting some shit that ain't got nothing to do. First of all, what the hell are you protesting? When the people up there freaking, you know, every single time when they do these freaking shows, where they walk up to these people, these dumbasses who are protesting, they ask them, what are you protesting? And they're saying, I don't know. 90% of the time it's fucking women. You don't see men doing that shit because we don't give a shit enough to be out there doing it. When that fucking gorilla got shot, who are the dumbasses out there protesting? The freaking women, because they're so egotistical and they're so arrogant, and they think that it's somehow their job to make everybody else smarter. And they're not smarter to shit that other people give a crap about. They want people to be smarter about shit they give a crap about. I guarantee you, Black Lives Matter wouldn't give a shit if they didn't have a connection to the men that were being killed. If they didn't think someday this could be my son, they wouldn't be out there. The only reason why they're out there is because they can somehow see how it can affect their life. And that's why they give a shit. And because they're black, it's somehow when they see stuff like that where black people are being mistreated in their eyes, they give a shit because it somehow demeans them. If it was just black males, I guarantee you the attention wouldn't be as big. Just like this old gay shit. The only reason why people care so much about gay people is because 90% of friends of gay people are women, and they want to protect people that are directly related to them. You'll hear women do this shit now. You'll be with their husband, and their husband will be freaked out by some gay shit, and they'll get mad at him. So that's a fucking man. He doesn't have to want to see two dudes kissing. You like that shit, that just because he wants to sleep with you doesn't mean you have a right to fucking reprogram his brain any way you see fit and use your sex to make him submit and just do whatever the hell you say. You don't have a right to do that. That's fucked up. And just because you a woman, it does not make it okay. I'm beyond trying to understand this shit. I am. Because I'm tired of, I try my best to be politically correct and listen to it. But when I see injustice, it's hard for me to speak. It's hard for me to keep quiet. Because shit pesters and bugs me to the extent that I have to speak on it. And what I get in this in this situation, in this country, is a whole bunch of spoiled ass children, especially married women. I have yet, in all my fucking years of being married, met a couple where a man constantly sat around talking about how much he hated it, how much his wife didn't appreciate him, or how much this, that. Because men don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't care. We ought to sit around here belly aching over some shit we can't change. We made a dumbass decision to get married, and we take our L. I shouldn't have got married because this, that, and the third. But I got married, so hell, I gotta live with the results of my action. Not women. Oh no, you tricked me. You made me think this. I promise you, every single one of my wife's friends say the same shit. And she doesn't even catch on to the shit what they say. Oh, why are men so inconsiderate? And you sit there and listen to what the hell you mean men are inconsiderate? Well, because when women see things, we see things that are happening, we immediately have a need to protect them and to do this and do that. When men see things that need, they don't. Yeah, women are fucking angels. No, they're not. They don't give a shit. Only shit that they jump up to do shit for you is for shit that they expect you to do for them, right? They're the most selfish fucking people on the planet. They don't do shit. And the reason, and I say, none of you people who are sitting around and talk about how inconsiderate your spouse or your I should say insignificant other is doing for you. You all talk about shit he doesn't do for you. Yet none of you talk about shit you don't do for him. And that's what pisses me off. It's like, don't sit around and talk about every fucking thing that the man does wrong, yet like you're some angel. It's like, no. And I tell my wife that don't get mad at this dude, because you have no idea what the fuck she's doing. She's just telling you what he's doing. Because that's what women love to do. They are masters. Fucking masters at bringing up shit that somehow they can do, but you can't. They are masters at putting up these freaking protective walls by using words, saying words that you can't say, and getting angry at you because they have the absolute power. Because if you don't do nothing, if you argue with them, you're gonna be jerking off for 3 weeks. Why is that fair? Why is that fair? And then the ultimate injustice is, if I go out and fuck somebody else while you're using your sex against me, if I go out and fuck somebody else, I'm a scumbag and I'm a scum of the earth person. Yet you don't see women protesting about that bullshit, right? What about verbal violence, right? Women are the fucking, first of all, they're the queens at freaking physical violence too. They're violent, they're mean as hell, they yell, and yet, you can't say shit about it, right? You will haul up and knock one of their fucking blocks off one of these days, and all of a sudden, you a bad person. You're a piece of shit. Oh, I'm a piece of shit now. What? But do you see this shit? This be fucking mental and this mental and fucking sexual torture this bitch put me through. And you sit up there talking about I popped off and finally lost it on her. After the argument, she told me she cheated on me. After she ain't fucked me in 3 months, she sit up and got nervous, sit up and tell me she cheated on me. Now, luckily, I ain't got no wife like that. My wife is not like that at all. You know what I'm saying? But I see it. And the injustice in the shit is when the injustice in the shit is we have to sit there and act like it doesn't exist because no one gives a shit about what men have to go through. Unless it somehow relates to a woman. And I'll give a shit about black lives, black racial shit because it also includes black women. But they ain't gonna give a shit about the stuff that specifically caters to black men only. No, they don't give a shit about that. They only give a shit about stuff that encompasses the race as a whole because it also includes black women. But anyways, I just had to pop off on that shit because it pissed me off. But if you please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Because I had to blow off some steam this morning because for the 100th time I got to sit here and listen to people talk about how men are inconsiderate and how men just don't care about this, that, and the third. And I'm sick and tired of the bullshit because women are the most selfish fucking creatures on the planet. Yet they are somehow under the belief that they care about any and everybody, and men only care about themselves. When the truth of the matter is, we all fucking selfish people. We all don't give a shit about anybody but ourselves. Yet women are great at lying to themselves about the shit. Men are not. But anyways,